Yes, good evening all of you. Today we are going to discuss January 24th first shift question paper. See first question. Suppose that if 5th, 6th, 7th terms of binomial expansion of 1 plus x square whole power n plus 4, they are in arithmetic progression. Then the question is greatest binomial coefficients. Greatest binomial coefficients of 1 plus x square power n plus 4 is. This is the question given. See, in the previous examinations also there is a question linked with arithmetic progression. Here binomial expansion, binomial theorem question interlinked with progressions topic. First, the condition 5th and 6th, also 7th terms which are in AP is given in the expansion of 1 plus x square power n plus 4, right? 5th term I am going to write. See, in the expansion of 1 plus x square power n plus 4, first term n plus 4 C0, x square power 0. Next, n plus 4 C1, x square power 1, and so on, it continues. You need to write 5th term. For 5th term we get, first 5th term I am going to write n plus 4 C4. For first term index here 0, for second term you will get index 1. For 5th term you will get index 4. This is binomial coefficient. Next, in term 6 binomial coefficient n plus 4 C5. In term 7 binomial coefficient n plus 4 C6 you will get. I am going to modify this. This is n plus 4 factorial divided by n factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial is the formula. So n factorial multiplied by 4 factorial in the denominator part we get. And this is n plus 4 whole factorial divided by n minus 1 factorial into 5 factorial. This is n plus 4 factorial divided by n minus 2 factorial into 6 factorial. Given that these three terms which are in arithmetic progression, so that when the terms are in AP, middle one written as a plus c by 2. So are 2 times of middle one equal to sum of first and third. So I can write here 2 times of middle one n plus 4 factorial divided by n minus 1 factorial 5 factorial equal to sum of first and third. That is n plus 4 factorial common in these two, and we get here 1 by n factorial 4 factorial plus 1 by n minus 2 factorial 6 factorial. Okay, neglecting n plus 4 factorial on both the sides, and on simplification it gives the result n equal to 3. N factorial you have to write n of n minus 1 factorial. Both the sides n minus 1 factorial gets cancelled. 6 factorial you can write 6 into 5 factorial. On simplification 5 factorial gets cancelled. Finally it gives the value n as 3. Now greatest binomial coefficient in this. Whenever the value of n is 3, you will get exponent 7. So that binomial coefficient starts with 7C0 up to 7C7, in which the greatest binomial coefficient you have to write. Greatest binomial coefficients are either 7C3 or 7C4. And the value of 7C3, 7 factorial divided by 3 factorial, 4 factorial. This gives the result. This is the greatest binomial coefficient. This is about first question. Next, let us see the second question from the topic matrices. Very easy question. From 2 years onwards, the same conceptual question we are going to get in matrices topic, that is based on the property determinant of adjoint of A. Here the question is, if A is a matrix of order 3 cross 3 is given such that determinant of A equal to 2, then the question is determinant of adjoint A is given. This is the question. You need to find determinant of adjoint here adjoint is given 4 times inside the determinant. Yes. In the previous sessions also there is a question based on determinant and adjoint properties. You know that determinant of inside, if you have 4 times adjoint of A, then the result is det A power n minus 1. Here if it is 4 times, then you have to write power 4. Already given in the question, determinant of A is 2. Just direct substitution, 2 power n minus 1 nothing but 4 minus 1 3 whole power 4. So it gives the result 2 to the power of 12. That's all. Direct conceptual question given. In each session you have the same conceptual question. So concentrate on determinant of adjoint A property. Okay. Let us see third question, which is from limits topic, and we discussed in the previous sessions question paper. Usually the questions are based on 1 power infinity model. 2 questions we got in the previous sessions, but here there is a direct question with L hospital rule is given. Limit x tends to 0, cosecant x multiplied by root over 2 cos square x plus 3 cos x minus root over cos square x plus sin x plus 4 is. This question is given. This question is solvable by rationalizing the second term. Okay. You have limit x tends to 0. Cosecant x written as 1 by sin x. Next, I am going to rationalize the second term. That is, I am going to multiply and divide with square root of first term plus square root of second term. Okay. Square root of the term which is first term which is in square root plus the second term. Okay. Root over 2 cos square x plus 3 cos x plus root over cos square x plus sin x plus 4. You have to divide as well as you have to multiply. On multiplication in the numerator, square roots gets cancelled. 2 cos square minus cos square gives the result cos square x. Next, remaining 3 cos x minus sin x minus 4 you will get. And observe here, as x tends to 0, this denominator part become cos 0 value 1. Here cos 0 value 1, root 5 plus next cos 0 1, sin 0 0, root 5. Root 5 plus root 5, that is 1 by 2 root 5 I am going to write outside. Next, if you substitute the value of x 0 in this and in this, you will get 0 by 0 form. Denominator part sin 0 0, and here it is 0, cos 0 value 1, so that 1 plus 3 minus 4. You will get 0 by 0 form, so that I am going to apply L'Hopital's rule. Cos square x derivative 2 cos x and cos x derivative minus sin x. Next 3 cos x you have, that is minus 3 sin x. Next sin x derivative cos x, constant derivative 0, and then here sin x derivative cos x. Now apply x tends to 0. When you write x tends to 0, this is 0, and you have here sin, so that 0 minus cos x divided by cos x that is minus 1 by 1. So finally you reach limit value minus 1 by 2 root 5. Next, fourth question. Here see this question, which is very simple. Just by rationalization method you can solve this, and you have L'Hopital's rule also inside this. So concentrate on rationalization model also. Next, a question from vector algebra. The same model repeated in last 2 years. The question is, A bar is I plus 2j plus 3k, and B bar is given as 3i plus j minus k. Next, there is a question from the topic areas. Every session consists one question from the topic areas. Given that S is a set that containing order pairs x comma y such that the condition x square plus 4x plus 2 less than or equal to y less than or equal to modulus x minus 2. Area of the region bounded by these points, set of points. This is the question. See here, there is a function y equal to mod x minus 2, another function y equal to x square plus 4x plus 2. The points lying between a parabola as well as modulus function. I am going to draw the graph. X axis, y axis, origin. This is clearly y equal to x plus 2 whole square minus 2 I can write. X plus 2 whole square minus 2. The graph of x plus 2 whole square, you will get x equal to minus 2. Usually y equal to x plus 2 whole square, this one, and for which you have minus 2. So 2 units below you have to draw. Yes, this is the graph. You will get in this way. Next, y equal to modulus of x minus 2. Modulus of x minus 2, that gives sharp edge at x equal to 2. The question given it is x plus 2, y less than or equal to x plus 2 is given in the question, plus 2. When it is modulus of x plus 2, then automatically sharp edge exists here. V-shaped diagram whose sharp edge at x equal to minus 2, and their intersection you will get on y-axis. Why? Because this x plus 2 is y here, right? You can write y value here, y square minus y minus 2 equal to 0. Now the area bounded by these two, this area you need to find. See here, by solving these two, what we get observed? Modulus of x plus 2 whole square, nothing but y square. Y square minus y minus 2 equal to 0. Y square minus 2y plus y minus 2 0. Y common y minus 2. 1 common y minus 2 is 0. Therefore y either 2 or minus 1. If the value of y equal to 2, y value 2. If you write y value 2 here, or otherwise in this, y equal to 2 implies what is the value of x? Mod x plus 2 equal to 2 one time, mod x plus 2 is minus 1 another time, and x plus 2 become plus or minus 2, x is 0, y is 2. So here it is 2. Next, x plus 2 equal to plus or minus 1, therefore x is minus 3 as well as minus 1. So here you have minus 3 x coordinate. It is x equal to minus 3 and x equal to 0. Now this area you need to find. See, to get this area, first area between the line parallel to x axis, y equal to and parabola, first I am going to find. After that, removing this area of triangle, you will get the answer. Okay. First, integration from required area I am going to write. Integration from minus 3 to 0. this one is greater function 2, and from which I am going to remove this one, that is minus x square minus 4x minus 2 into dx. Yes, first this area, and this I am going to remove area of this triangle whose height is half into base into height. It is of base up to here, it is 3 units, and height is clearly 2 units. 2 gets cancelled. Here 2 gets cancelled. On integration it is minus x cube by 3 minus 4x square by 2, nothing but minus 2x square, and limits you have to write minus 3 to 0 and then minus 3. When you write 0, it is clearly 0. Next, when you write minus 3, it becomes entirely plus sign, and 3 cube by 3, 9. Next minus, if you write x value minus 3, 18 minus 3. So that next it is of plus sign, right? Why? Because by writing lower limit, these two become plus sign. 9 plus 18, 27 minus 3. So that required area you will get 24 square units. Yes. This is actually 4 units, right? And here it is minus 3 you have. Minus 3 or minus 4. Let us verify here. Mod x plus 2 is plus or minus 2, right? So here you will get x equal to minus 4 also in one case. Suppose mod x plus 2 is 2. X plus 2 plus or minus 2. X 0 and 4 you will get. So here you have to write minus 4 to 0. Y is not minus 1, right? Y is not minus 1, y is only 2. So for y equal to 2, you got minus 4 here. So let me find the area again. Now the area become, here it is minus 4. So minus 4 to 0, greater function parabola, least function, greater function straight line, least function parabola. So removing that, you will get only minus x square minus 4x. ఈ 2 లోంచి ఈ పారాబోలిక్ ఈక్వేషన్ రిమూవ్ చేయాలి. అంటే ఈ 2 క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోతుంది, ఇది నెగిటివ్ సైన్తో వస్తుంది dx. నెక్స్ట్ మైనస్ ఈ ట్రయాంగిల్ ఏరియా రిమూవ్ చేస్తే, ఇప్పుడు యాక్చువల్గా నేను ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసింది అంటే ఈ లైన్కి పారాబోలాకి మధ్యలో ఉన్న ఏరియా ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తున్నాయి దీంతో. అందులోంచి ఈ ట్రయాంగిల్ ఏరియా రిమూవ్ చేయాలి. ట్రయాంగిల్ ఏరియా వచ్చేసి హాఫ్ ఇంటూ బేస్ వాల్యూ వచ్చేసి 4 యూనిట్స్, మళ్ళీ హైట్ ఇక్కడ ట్రయాంగిల్ ఏరియా హైట్ వచ్చేసి 2 యూనిట్స్. 2 gets cancelled. So now minus x cube by 3 minus 2x square, limits minus 4 to 0 minus 4. Now substitute the values. When you write lower limit, negative sign gets cancelled, and you will get 4 cube by 3 minus 2 times of 16 minus 4. 64 divided by 3 minus 32 minus 4. On simplification it is 64 by 3 minus 36. 64 by 3 minus 36 అయినా చూడండి ఒకసారి, ఇక్కడ యాక్చువల్గా ప్లస్ సైన్ కదా, సో ఇక్కడ 32 ఉండాలి. సో 32 minus 4, 32 minus 4 28 ఇక్కడ. ఎస్, on simplification it gives the result 20 divided by 3. Yes, this is required area. Next question from linear differential equation in terms of y. See the question. If suppose dy by dx plus x by 1 plus x square of y equal to root x divided by root over 1 plus x square, and y of 0 is 0, then y of 1 equal to. linear differential equation in terms of y. This is the question, and you know that this is p of x and this is q of x. You know the general solution, y into integrating factor equal to integral q into integrating factor into dx, and here integrating factor is e power integral p dx, that is e power integral x by 1 plus x square dx multiply with 2 divided with 2 e power 1 by 2 f dash x by f of x gives log of 1 plus x square. Exponential logarithm cancel, you will get root over 1 plus x square as integrating factor. So now y into root over 1 plus x square equal to integral q into integrating factor. Here root over 1 plus x square 1 plus root over 1 plus x square gets cancelled, only root x dx you will get. Therefore y of root over 1 plus x square equal to root x integration x power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2, that is 2 by 3 into x power 3 by 2 plus c you will get. And given that the curve passing through origin, put x equal 0, y equal 0. Therefore when the curve passes through origin, there is no constant becomes 0. Next, you need to find y of 1. So y value whenever x equal 1, this is root 2 by 3. Therefore y equal to 2 written as root 2 into root 2 divided by 3. 1 root 2 neglect on both the sides, you will get the value of y root 2 by 3. Simple question. Up to now 5 exams completed. You got 4 questions from linear differential equation in y and x. So up to now you got the question from linear differential equation topic, which is particularly from linear differential equation, remember, from differential equation topic. Next, there is a question from inverse trigonometry. Alpha beta real numbers such that alpha beta real numbers given and secant square of tan inverse alpha plus cosecant square of cot inverse of beta, which is given as 36, and alpha plus beta is 8. Then alpha square plus beta is, and given the condition alpha less than beta. A simple question from inverse trigonometry. See, secant square theta written as 1 plus tan square theta. Cosecant square theta written as 1 plus cot square theta. Here I am going to write whole square, and here I am going to write whole square. Okay. Now tan inverse of alpha square. Next it is beta square, 36. So that you got alpha square plus beta square value 34. And already given in the question, alpha plus beta is 8. Now you need to find the value of alpha beta. Yes, a square plus b square written as a plus b whole square minus 2ab, which is 34. And here alpha plus beta, if I substitute alpha square plus beta square, you got 34. Okay, you need to find the value of alpha and beta. This is 8 square, 64, minus 2 alpha beta, 34. So 2 times of alpha beta become 30, and alpha beta is 15. Alpha beta 15 as well as alpha plus beta 8. So one is 5 and the other is 3. Least one is alpha. So alpha 3, beta 5. These two satisfies the two equations alpha plus beta 8 as well as alpha into beta 15. You need to find alpha square plus beta value, that is 9 plus 5 gives the result 14. Simple question from inverse trigonometry. Next, question from statistics. Previously, the question is based on mean deviation about median as well as variance. Now the question is, in this session, it is based on variance. See the question. For a distribution of 10 observations, summation I from 1 to 10 xi is given as 55 and also given summation I from 1 to 10 xi square, which is 328. Next, if the observations 4, 5 they are replaced by 6 and 8 respectively, then new variance, that is the question. Yes, so that in the given 10 observations you have 4, 5, replacing in this place the entries 6, 8, you need to find new variance. So from old numbers 4, 5, starting from x1, x2 and so on, x8, remaining to last I am going to write 4, 5. There are 10 observations in which 2 observations already given 4, 5. So 8 unknowns, only 4, 5 you know, so that x9, x10, 4, 5 substituted. This is 55. So up to x1 to x8, 55 minus 5, 50 minus 4 gives 46. Next, summation xi square is given, x1 square, x2 square and so on, x8 square. Next, 16 plus 25, this is given as 328. So that x1 square to x8 square, the result is 328 minus 16 minus 25. Okay, that gives the result 328, from which first you have to remove 25. 328 minus 25 gives 303, and then you have to remove 16. 7, 8, 2. Okay, so that is 287. Now new variance. New variance I am going to find. New variance formula, summation xi square divided by n minus mean whole square. Now you need to find new mean and new xi square, right? New mean I am going to write naya mean, new mean. 8 terms are same, so that 46, but replacing 4 and 5 with 6, 8, so that sum of these two 14, total entries 10. Therefore naya mean become 60 by 10 gives 6. So here it is 36, 6 square value. Next, n value 10. Summation xi square up to x8 square, the result is 287, and then x9 square, x10 square, that is 16 plus 25 you have to write in the numerator. That is what we get, 287 plus 16 plus 25. It gives the result, this is not 16, this is 36 and 64, right? 36, 64. New ones we have to select. Okay, 36 plus 64, that is 100. So you will get 387. This is naya summation xi square. So here you have to substitute 387. That is 38.7, from which you have to remove 36. So it gives the result 2.7. Yes. Next question. Next question from definite integrals topic. I of m comma n is given as integration from 0 to 1 x to the power of m minus 1 1 minus x power n minus 1 dx. where m comma n more than 0 is given. If I of 9 comma 14 plus I of 10 comma 13 equal to, options are given, I of 1 comma 13, second option I of 9 comma 1, third option I of 9 comma 13, fourth option I of 19 comma 29. Actually this is the question by reduction formula. In intermediate level, by writing x value, by substituting x equal sin square theta, limits goes to 0 to pi by 2, and you will get this is of the form sin theta power something cos theta power something. You have reduction formula for this, but by calculating using reduction formula, I 9 comma 14, I 10 comma 13 values, they are very lengthy, large numerals you will get. There is a best method using beta function you can solve. You know that beta function definition, beta of m comma n, that is integration from 0 to 1 x power m minus 1 1 minus x whole power n minus 1 dx, that is written as m minus 1 factorial n minus 1 factorial divided by m plus n minus 1 factorial. This formula I am going to use. This is the definition of beta function. Actually this concept you have in BTech, but the question is given. So to get easy, I am going to use this beta function formula. Now here it is, I 9 comma 14 you have, and I 10 comma 13. I 9 comma 14, using this beta function formula you will get 8 factorial 13 factorial divided by 8 plus 13 minus 1, that is 20 factorial you will get. Next I of 10 comma 13, that is 9 factorial 12 factorial divided by again 20 factorial. Now sum of these two, ఈ రెండు యాడ్ చేయాలి మనం. Denominator part you have 20 factorial common in both. Next I am going to take common 8 factorial and 12 factorial from the two. Here you will get 13, and here what we get on addition, already 8 factorial taken out, so that 8. This is 8 factorial 12 factorial divided by, this is 21 divided by 20 factorial, 21 divided by 20 factorial. Next, so that 8 factorial 12 factorial divided by, this is of 21, 1 by 20 factorial common, 8 factorial 12 factorial common, 13 plus 8 21 you will get. Now let us cross check the options. This is actually 22, right? M plus n minus 1 kada, 8 plus 13 21 కదా. యాక్చువల్లీ mn ఏంటి, mn వాల్యూస్ వచ్చేసి 914 కదా. 914 అంటే 23, అందులోంచి ఒక 1 రిమూవ్ చేయాలి, సో దట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ 22 ఫ్యాక్టోరియల్. మనం 20 రాస్తున్నాం, ఎస్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆఫ్ 22 ఫ్యాక్టోరియల్. సో ఇక్కడ 22 ఫ్యాక్టోరియల్ వస్తుంది, ఇక్కడ 21, ఇక్కడ 22 ఫ్యాక్టోరియల్ కదా. సో ఆన్ సింప్లిఫికేషన్ ఇట్ గివ్స్ 8 ఫ్యాక్టోరియల్ 12 ఫ్యాక్టోరియల్ డివైడ్ బై 21 ఫ్యాక్టోరియల్ అని వస్తుంది. సో డినామినేటర్ పార్ట్లో m ప్లస్ n మైనస్ 1 ఫ్యాక్టోరియల్ ఉండాలి. ఇక్కడ m మైనస్ 1 n మైనస్ 1 కదా, అంటే 9 13 ఉన్న ఆప్షన్ చూద్దాం. ప్లస్ m ప్లస్ n మైనస్ 1 డినామినేటర్ పార్ట్లో సాటిస్ఫై కావాలి. 13 ప్లస్ 9 22 మైనస్ 1, ఎస్ ఆప్షన్ 3 రైట్ ఆన్సర్. మీరు ఆప్షన్ 3 ఈ బీటా ఫంక్షన్ ఫార్ములా అప్లై చేస్తే 8 ఫ్యాక్టోరియల్ 12 ఫ్యాక్టోరియల్ డివైడ్ బై m ప్లస్ n మైనస్ 1 అంటే 13 ప్లస్ 9 మైనస్ 1, that is 21 factorial you will get. So this is option 3 correct answer. Next. Next question. Okay. Next question. A question from permutations and combinations. Number of 3-digit numbers which are divisible by 2 and 3 but not divisible by 4 and 9. Yes. The question is number of 3-digit numbers divisible by 2 and 3 but not divisible by 4 and 9 is given. This is the question. 3-digit numbers start with 100, next 101, 102, 103, 104 and so on, finally 999. The question is 3-digit numbers divisible by 2 and 3 is given. Nothing but the number should be divisible by 6. Not divisible by both 4, 9 is given. That is not divisible by 36. So, number of numbers divisible by 6 first you have to find, and from that you have to remove number of numbers which are not divisible by 36. Okay? Yes. Divisible by 6 starts from, this is not divisible by 6, here it is divisible by 6. So start with 102 along with 6 units gap up to last number you will get 996. Up to 996 you have. Next. So how many numbers are there you have to calculate. Next minus. Next divisible by 36. The first number which is divisible by 36 is 108. Next 36 units gap. So 144 next. And then the last term which is divisible by 36, that you have to write, and which is 972. Clearly sequence of terms which are in arithmetic progression. Okay. First term 102, last term 996. Last term 996, that is a plus n minus 1 into d. Last term 972. First term plus n minus 1 into difference, here it is 36. So if you simplify these two, to the first one you will get n value 150. Next second one you have to solve. To the second one you will get the value of n as 25. So totally 3-digit numbers which are divisible by 6, 150, and from which you have to remove 25. So finally the answer is 125 terms which are divisible by 2 and 3 but not divisible by 4 and 9. Okay. Next. Another question. Product of real roots of the equation. Question from theory of equations. Product of all real roots of the equation x square minus 9x plus 11 whole square minus x minus 4 into x minus 5 equal to 2 is. This is the question. So this is actually fourth degree equation, right? And this fourth degree equation for which you have to write product of roots. అయితే ఇందులో కాంప్లెక్స్ రూట్స్ ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయా చూసుకోవాల్సి వస్తుంది. ఓన్లీ రియల్ రూట్స్ అడిగాడు మనకు. ఫోర్త్ డిగ్రీ ఈక్వేషన్ అంటే అందులో కొన్ని కాంప్లెక్స్ కూడా ఉండే ఛాన్స్ ఉంది. అయితే యాక్చువల్గా ఈ క్వశ్చన్లోనేమో మీరు ఇది యాక్చువల్గా ఎక్స్ స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ 9x ప్లస్ 11 హోల్ స్క్వేర్ అండ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ ఎక్స్ స్క్వేర్ మైనస్ 9x ప్లస్ 20 minus 2 equal to 0. By taking x square minus 9x plus 11 as t, you will get t square minus this is 90 minus 2 equal to 0, and for which discriminant b square minus 4ac, discriminant positive. So t solutions are positive solutions you will get. So all the roots are real. All the roots are real in this case. b square minus 4ac కదా. ఇక్కడ x square minus 9x minus 11 కదా, minus 11 లేదు ప్లస్ 11 t కదా. t square minus ఇదేమో ఈ ప్లేస్లో 9 ప్లస్ t రావాలి కదా. x square minus 9x plus 11 దాకా t plus 9 రావాలి. Let us write this as t plus 9. ఓకే, దీనికి ఒక 9 యాడ్ చేస్తే ఇది వస్తుంది. నెక్స్ట్ రిమైనింగ్ minus 2 equal to 0. ఓకే, now it is t square minus t minus 11 equal to 0. b square minus 4ac, discriminant more than 0. So t values are real values. t real values అయితే ఆటోమేటిక్గా x square minus 9x plus 11 has real roots, అంతే కదా. x square minus 9x plus 11 has real roots. ఓకే, ఈ సెకండ్ డిగ్రీ ఈక్వేషన్ కూడా రియల్ రూట్స్, అందులో మళ్ళీ ఇంటర్నల్ పార్ట్ కూడా రియల్ రూట్స్ వస్తుంది. సో అన్ని రియల్ రూట్స్ వస్తున్నాయి. ప్రొడక్ట్ ఆఫ్ రూట్స్ కావాలి మనకు. Product of roots. Product of roots అంటే ఏం రాస్తాం మనం? లాస్ట్ కాన్స్టెంట్ టర్మ్ డివైడ్ బై కోఎఫిషియంట్ ఆఫ్ x పవర్ 4 రాస్తాం ఇందులో. కోఎఫిషియంట్ ఆఫ్ x పవర్ 4 1. కాన్స్టెంట్ టర్మ్ అంటే ఇక్కడ 11 స్క్వేర్ ఏమో 121 అవుతుంది, మైనస్ 20, లాస్ట్లో ఒక మైనస్ 2. 121లో 22 రిమూవ్ చేయాలి. So that you get product of roots 99. Okay, next question. Next question from progressions topic, and this is also based on AP. I think in the first session you got the problems based on GP in both morning and afternoon session, and next day on January 23rd you got in the first session and second session the questions, 2 questions based on AP, and today in the morning session you have the question on AP itself again. The question is Sn equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 12 plus and so on, n terms is given. Sum of first 6 terms in AP. The sum of first 6 terms in AP is given as root over 2006 2026 it is 2026, and here it is 2025, and here in which first term minus p. Common difference, first term nothing but a, common difference is nothing but d, that is given as p. Next, absolute value of difference between 20th and 50th term, modulus of t20 minus t15. That is the question, that is the aim to find here. Yes. First Sn up to n terms you have. I am going to modify this. Sn is, I can write 1 by 1 into 2, 1 by 2 into 3, 1 by 3 into 4 and so on. For first term you have 1, start with 1, second term 2, 3, nth term start with n and then n plus 1. You can modify this. This can be written as 2 minus 1 by 1 into 2, 3 minus 2 by 2 into 3, 4 minus 3 divided by 3 into 4 and so on. N plus 1 minus n divided by n of n plus 1. On solving we get 2 gets cancelled, 1 minus 1 by 2. 3 gets cancelled, 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. Next 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4 and so on. 1 by n minus 1 by n plus 1. Up to here the terms will neglect. Finally Sn become n by n plus 1, remember. You have here S2025. So S2025 gives 2025 divided by 2026. And if you replace here, in this S6 become root over 2026 multiplied by S2025 gives 2025. So root over 2025, nothing but 45 it is. S6 is 45 and S6 written as sum of 6 terms, n by 2 into a plus n minus 1 into d kada, n by 2 into sum of n terms laga rastunna, n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d it is. Okay, n is 6 by 2, 3, next 2 times of a, that is minus 2p, next plus n minus 1 is nothing but 6 minus 1, that is 5, d value p, 5p, from that you have to remove 2p, 3p and it is 9p. Already you have S6 is 45, 9p is 45 and then the value of p is 5. What is required one? T20 minus T15. T20 a plus n minus 1 into d, mali a plus n minus 1 into d. ఈ డిఫరెన్స్ కావాలి మనకు. a gets cancelled, you will get 5 times d కదా, absolute difference 5d. d is nothing but p is nothing but 5. So 5 into 5, so absolute difference we got 25 is right answer. Let us move to the next question. There is a question based on functional equation as well as limit concept. In this session you got question from limits, total 2 questions. Only the first question is purely based on limits. Now the second question, functional equation interlinked to this. Yes. F of x satisfies the functional equation f of x plus 6 times f of 1 by x, that is equal to 35 divided by 3x minus 7 divided by 2, and given that x belongs to r minus 0 and given limit extends to 0, 1 by alpha x plus f of x, it is exists as well as finite quantity and equal to beta also given. Alpha minus 2 beta is what? This is the question. Our aim is to find f of x first. After that, applying limit extends to 0, The limit value should be finite quantity and that should be beta. Yes. By using this functional equation, first I am going to find f of x. You have f of x plus 6 times of f of 1 by x equal to 35 by 3x minus 7 divided by 2. Now replace x by 1 by x, f of 1 by x. This is 6 times of f of x. Replacing x with 1 by x, remaining 7 by 2. Now multiply with 6, second equation multiplied by 1, second equation, first multiplication with 1, second one multiplication with 6. So 6 times of f of 1 by x, 6 times of f of 1 by x, on subtraction these two gets cancelled. 1 time f of x, 36 times f of x, minus e direction lo chedam. 36 f of x from which you have to remove f of x, that is 35 f of x. Next, f of x terms completed. In the right part, 35 by 3, it is common. 6x minus 1 by x you will get, and here minus 7 by 2 if you take common, 6 plus 1. Yes. Now you will get 35 f of x equal to 35 by 3, 6x square minus 1 divided by x minus 49 by 2. This is your function. 35 f of x equal to 70x వస్తుంది. Next, yes, 35 by 3x వస్తుంది, 35 by 2. ఈ లాస్ట్ వన్ ఒకసారి చెక్ చేయండి. ఇది మైనస్ సైన్ రావాలి కదా ఇక్కడ, ఇది మైనస్ సైన్. సో 35 by 2 వస్తుంది కదా. సో అన్నిట్లో 35 నెగ్లెక్ట్ చేయొచ్చు మనం ఇప్పుడు. Therefore what we get f of x? f of x you will get 35 తీసామనుకోండి, 6x square by x is 6x by 3. 6x by 3 అంటే 2x వస్తుంది. And then minus 1 by 3x. ఆ చివర minus half. This is f of x. Okay. Limit extends to 0. You have limit extends to 0, 1 by alpha x plus f of x, that is 2x minus 1 by 3x minus half. Given it is finite. Actually మీరు x plus తో 0 సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేశారనుకోండి, ఇది ఇన్ఫైనైట్ వస్తుంది. సో ఈ రెండు 0 కావాలి. 1 by alpha x minus 1 by 3x, put 0. To get finite result, I am neglecting this. So that alpha equal to 3. I got alpha value 3. Next, minus 2 times of. Next, if you put x value 0 here, you will get, this is beta, right? Already given in the question, the finite quantity equal to beta. As x tends to 0, this is 0. Beta is minus half. So 2 beta become minus 1. 2 beta directly minus 1. Alpha value 3, 2 beta value minus 1. So that what we get? Answer 4. A simple question from limits topic. Next. Next question. సేమ్ మోడల్స్ కొంత దాకా రిపీట్ అవుతున్నాయి. Yes, next question. There is a question from sets topic. The question is, S be the set of 10 distinct primes at a. Yes, set of 10 distinct primes is given. Next, A is set of product of two or more primes. From the set S. If P is a set that containing order pairs x comma y such that x belongs to S and y belongs to A, and one more condition is there, and y is divided by x, then number of elements in the set P. This is the question. Given that S has 10 distinct primes and product of two or more primes on the set S, those elements you have in next set A. Next, P is a set. If y is divided by x, then those order pairs x comma y, they are containing in the next set P. Total such type of order pairs which are divisible by y divided by x, such type of order pairs, how many? That is the question. N of P, right? S I am going to select S prime numbers P1, P2, P3 and so on, P10 you have. Next, capital A. Capital A is a set of product of two or more primes from S అంటుండు. సో ఎంట్రీస్ ఏవైతే మొత్తం మీద P1, P2, P1, P3, P1, P2, P3 అలాంటివి వస్తాయి కదా. పర్టికులర్గా ఇప్పుడు మనకేం కావాలి అంటే y is divisible by x టర్మ్స్ కావాలి. సో P1, P2 అండ్ సో ఆన్ P10 టర్మ్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా. ఇక్కడ ఎట్లాగో ప్రొడక్ట్ ఆఫ్ టర్మ్స్ రాస్తారు కాబట్టి ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ టర్మ్ కొన్ని టర్మ్స్ డివైడ్ అయితే కొన్ని టర్మ్స్ డివైడ్ కావాలి. ఇక్కడ y is divisible by x అని మనం రాసిన ప్రైమ్ నెంబర్స్ అన్నింటినీ ఇక్కడ ఎన్నో కొన్ని ప్రొడక్ట్ చేస్తూ రాసుకుంటూ వెళ్దాం ఏలో. అయితే ఈ టర్మ్స్ అన్నీ ఎక్స్తో డివైడ్ అవుతాయంటే కొన్ని టర్మ్స్ డివైడ్ కావచ్చు, కొన్ని టర్మ్స్ డివైడ్ కావడానికి ఛాన్స్ లేదు. మనం ఓన్లీ డివైడ్ అయ్యి మాత్రం రాయాలి. అయితే ఏం చేద్దామంటే ఇక్కడ టోటల్ 2 or more అన్నాడు కదా, కంపల్సరీ ఈ ప్రైమ్ నెంబర్స్లో ఒకటైతే సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి. సో ఫ్రమ్ 10 ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు సెలెక్ట్ వన్ ప్రైమ్ నెంబర్ ఫస్ట్. టోటల్ 10లోంచి నేను ఒక ప్రైమ్ నెంబర్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకున్నా. ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు మనకు 2 or more టర్మ్స్ ప్రొడక్ట్ ఉన్నాయి కావాలి. ఒక టర్మ్ అయితే పక్కా ఉండాలి. నెక్స్ట్ టర్మ్స్ ఎలా ఉండాలి అంటే రిమైనింగ్ ఇప్పుడు P1, P2, P10లో ఓన్లీ ఒక్క ప్రైమ్ నెంబర్ మాత్రం సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకున్నాను నేను. రిమైనింగ్ 9 ప్రైమ్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, ఆ 9 ప్రైమ్స్లో y ఈజ్ డివైడెడ్ బై x కండిషన్ సాటిస్ఫై అయ్యి ఇక్కడ రాయాలి. అవునా? ఎస్. అప్పుడు నాకు టోటల్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ టర్మ్స్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. సో ఇప్పుడు ఈ 9లోంచి మినిమం ఒకటైతే సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోవాల్సి వస్తుంది. అవునా? ఎందుకంటే 2 or more టర్మ్స్ అన్నాడు, ఆల్రెడీ ఒక టర్మ్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకున్నాం మనం. నెక్స్ట్ 2 or more టర్మ్స్ అన్నాడు కాబట్టి మినిమం ఒక టర్మ్ అయితే ఇక్కడ సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి. 9C1 అంతకంటే ఎక్కువ కూడా సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు, అప్ టు 9C9. సో సమ్ ఆఫ్ బైనామియల్ కోఎఫిషియంట్స్ ఎక్సెప్ట్ 9C0 అంటే ఫార్ములా ఏం రాయాలి? ఇప్పుడు నేను 2 to the power of 9 - 1 రాయాలి. సో ఇక్కడ సెకండ్ టర్మ్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోవడానికి ఛాన్సెస్ ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయంటే 2 to the power of 9 - 1. ఓకే, మరి ఇవన్నీ ఆ కండిషన్ సాటిస్ఫై అవుతాయా? y ఈజ్ డివైడ్ బై x అన్నాడు. ఒక ప్రైమ్ నెంబర్ అయితే చూస్ చేసుకున్నాం మనం. తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ ఛాన్సెస్ అన్నీ రాశాను నేను అక్కడ. ఇప్పుడు y ఈజ్ డివిజిబుల్ బై x అనే కండిషన్ సాటిస్ఫై అయ్యి కావాలి నాకు. వెదర్ ఇట్ ఈజ్ పాసిబుల్ టు ఫైండ్, లేకపోతే అన్నీ డివైడ్ అవుతాయా? ఒక చిన్న ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకుందామా? ప్రైమ్ నెంబర్స్ కొన్ని రాస్తా నేను. 2 3 5 7 చాలు. ఫస్ట్ సెట్ అనుకుందాం. ఎస్, నేను ఓన్లీ 4 రాస్తున్నా. నెక్స్ట్ సెట్ ఇప్పుడు ఇందులో ప్రైమ్ నెంబర్ కంపల్సరీ తీసుకోవాలి. నెక్స్ట్ 1 ఆర్ మోర్ మల్టిప్లై చేసి ఉండాలి. 1 ఆర్ మోర్ యూ కెన్ మల్టిప్లై, ఇలాంటి కాంబినేషన్స్ రాస్తూ పోవాలి. అయితే అక్కడ కండిషన్ ఏంటి అంటే ఆర్డర్ పెయిర్స్ కావాలి. y ఈజ్ డివిజిబుల్ బై x అంటుండు. y ఈజ్ డివిజిబుల్ బై x అట. అంటే y బిలాంగ్స్ టు ఫస్ట్ సెట్, సెకండ్ సెట్, x బిలాంగ్స్ టు ఫస్ట్ సెట్. ఈ రెండింటి కాంబినేషన్ కావాలి. అయితే 2తో డివైడ్ అయ్యేవి x బిలాంగ్స్ టు s అన్నాడు. ఒకవేళ x 2 సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి, 2 3 అప్పుడు 2 × 3 ఛాన్స్ ఉంది, 2 × 3 × 5 ఛాన్స్ ఉంది, 2 × 3 × 5 × 7 ఛాన్స్ ఉంది. సో y డివైడ్ బై x అంటే మీరు ఏ x తీసుకున్నా సరే ఈ కాంబినేషన్స్ అన్నీ వస్తాయి. అంటే 2తో పాటు 1 సెలెక్షన్, 2 సెలెక్షన్, 3 సెలెక్షన్ అలా వస్తాయి. 1 సెలెక్షన్, 2 సెలెక్షన్ అలా వస్తాయి. కాబట్టి ఫస్ట్ ఒక ఎంట్రీ సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి ఇందులోంచి. ఆ ఛాన్సెస్ 10c1. తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ కాంబినేషన్ వచ్చేసి ఎయిదర్ 1 ఆర్ మోర్. ఎందుకంటే ఆల్రెడీ ఒకటి తీసుకున్నాం, 2 ఆర్ మోర్ అన్నాడు కాబట్టి 1 ఛాన్స్, 2 ఛాన్స్, 3 ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి. అందుకే రిమైనింగ్ 9 ఎంట్రీస్లోంచి 1 ఛాన్స్, 2 ఛాన్స్, 9 ఛాన్సెస్. సో సమ్ ఆఫ్ బైనామియల్ కోఎఫిషియంట్స్ ప్రాపర్టీ నుంచి 2 power 9 - 1 రాయొచ్చు. సో 10 × 2 power 9 - 1 ఆర్డర్ పేస్ మనం ఇలా ఫ్రేమ్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళొచ్చు అనమాట. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ January 24th మార్నింగ్ షిఫ్ట్ పేపర్ డిస్కషన్. రెగ్యులర్గా వాచ్ చేస్తూ ఉండండి. మీ ఎగ్జామినేషన్స్ కంప్లీట్ అయ్యేదాకా ప్రతి పేపర్ను కూడా మనం డిస్కస్ చేస్తాం. సోషల్ మీడియాలో మనకు వచ్చే క్వశ్చన్స్ ఏవైతే ఉంటాయో వాటిని సాల్వ్ చేసే ప్రయత్నం చేస్తున్నా. లాస్ట్ సెషన్ వాళ్ళకు కాస్త బాగా యూటిలైజ్ అవుతుంది. మీరు రెగ్యులర్గా ఈ సొల్యూషన్స్ని కానీ తర్వాత సోషల్ మీడియాలో వచ్చే క్వశ్చన్స్ కానీ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తూ ఉండండి. దాంతో మీకు ఎంతో కొంత ర్యాంక్ మెరుగయ్యే అవకాశాలు ఉంటాయి. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.